Hey guys, it's Exodus here, and today I am going to be talking about my thoughts and opinions on the Cold War Beta Weekend 2, and basically going to be explaining just how I feel about it, what my favorite guns are to use, what my favorite maps are, how I feel about it being on PC, considering the fact that I've been playing it on PC for the past couple hours, and yada yada yada. So, the first thing I want to hop into is this game unfortunately is not PC friendly. I really am disappointed about that because I absolutely adored this game on PS4. It was amazing alpha, it had an amazing beta 1 weekend, but ever since the man, I don't know, ever since it came out for PC, it's really just not great. It's really not great. The controls are really off. It feels like there's aim assist on my mouse whenever I hopped into a game. I felt really inaccurate, and keep in mind, I'm also not the best Call of Duty player of all time. And, you know, I'm recently, whenever I was playing on PC and controls, I was utter crap at this game. I was absolutely awful. Was not hitting my shots. Felt really weak. I felt very just at a disadvantage, which normally I would feel I had an advantage at whenever playing on PC. Next, the graphics of this game really let me down on PC. Another thing is it wasn't, I couldn't optimize it in the NVIDIA system. It didn't show up there. It didn't allow me to optimize my settings and my graphics or anything like that. So this game looked really pixelated to me from the get-go. It did not look as clean as Modern Warfare, which is obviously the game I'm going to be comparing it to since I'm a Warzone player and stuff like that. And yeah, overall the graphics looked meh. I hope this will be changed when full release. I'm hoping I'll be able to optimize it and put the graphics at the highest quality it can be. But as of right now, these graphics are, I'd say, lower B, higher C tier. Next, let's get into the gameplay. The gameplay is fine. I love the HUD. I love the way the game feels. I love the way it runs. There are some times when I'll hop into a few matches and I'll hit shots and I don't understand how I lost the gunfight, but that's Call of Duty for you. You always feel like that, so you know, it's whatever. But overall, I like the guns. I like the weapon system. The gunsmith. Really think trying to look for the word. It's not as good as the MW gunsmith system. Definitely not as clean, very just wonky. You have to press a lot of more buttons than normal. I don't know, it's not great. Another thing, I already said this game isn't PC friendly, and I've given my reasons why, but this game does feel very console friendly, which I'm really looking forward to considering the fact that I have secured a PS5, and I'm going to probably be playing this game on the PS5 a lot, but really still just disappointed that it's not as great as PC as it is on console. I had to switch to controller the first night of playing this on my PC, and I noticed a dramatic increase of just games in my performance. So, if I'm being honest, this game didn't look like it has much love. Excuse me, much love from. Just didn't get much love in the PC department, which I really hope Treyarch will fix, and I hope that's not the end result of this game. But I have low expectations, unfortunately. Let's talk about the maps. So Satellite, the map that y'all are seeing gameplay of right now, is by far the best map in this beta. Well, I hated this map at first during the alpha and beta 1 weekend, but it's grown on me, and it is definitely a great map, the best map by far. People don't blend in as well, people stand out. It's the only map that you can actually snipe on, which I'm not a huge sniper myself, but I wanted to test out the snipers for this game just to see because I know I'm going to be having 1v1s with my friends in this game, and you know, I just want to see how they are. And yeah, it's the only map that you can really snipe on, so it's very diverse, it's good for game modes, and I really like the setting of it. I mean, it's kind of boring, it is in the sand, but the crash satellite, the crash plane, all this stuff going around, it's cool, and there's a lot of, you know, high grounds and low grounds that you can take advantage of, and I think that's a great atmosphere for a map, and a great just level design. Then you have Miami, and Miami is actually one of my least favorites in this beta because you just... everyone, you can't see anybody. Everyone blends in, and you're going to notice that's a constant theme in me complaining about this game is you can't see anybody. They camouflage so well, and I don't understand how. Like I know we have very generic colors this year for operators. Like we don't have skins, obviously they don't stand out as well. But my God, do they blend in incredibly with some of these maps. And Miami is already dark, and it's just hard to see. And I don't know. And it also doesn't help because my graphics aren't as good as they used to. So I guess like my eyesight is just god awful. But it's just, that map is really, I don't like the layout structure of it. There's so many things to hide around in, and there's a lot of camping in there, especially in the hotel area near the pool. Spawns are very work in a very unique way that isn't for the better. I don't know. I really just don't like Miami. Probably will be backing out of lobbies whenever I see this map in the map voting section. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about Miami. Then you have Moscow. Now Moscow I think is a great map for TDM and kill confirmed. However, for objective game modes such as hardpoint, domination, whatever else they're going to add into, my God, does this map hell. Mostly because everyone camps in that room that has like the big water fountain / statue area, and that is impossible to get control over if not every single one is running over there and trying to get try to take control of that area. So you really need to have that area unlocked to win objective game. And while I don't necessarily have a problem with this, it's definitely hard to communicate with teammates unless you're obviously running a squad with all your friends. But I mean, other than that, Moscow's a pretty cool map. I like the atmosphere. I like that takes place in Russia. I love all the secret Easter eggs around it, which I'll talk about in another video. But overall, it's a good map. I like the color scheme of it, and it really gives me in that Cold War setting and gives me that Cold War vibe, which obviously is the name of the game. Then you have Cartel. I don't think I've ever hated a multiplayer map with as much passion as I have for Cartel. Cartel is by far the worst goddamn map in this beta, and it's mostly because of the same problems that Miami has. Excuse me, I'm a little sick, guys. Everyone blends in with the map. This color scheme, everyone's colors blend in. It's impossible to see people. And it doesn't help that people are constantly hiding in the bushes in the middle of the map and can see you from miles away, but you can't see them. They are literally invisible when they are on it, and it makes objective games and even just, you know, core games really hard to just, you know, have competition. And it's hella annoying. I've died to multiple people just hiding in the bushes, whether that's they're camping with a shotgun or an SMG or even a fucking sniper rifle. Like it's insane. It's insane how well those things blend you in, and that's mostly my reason for hating it. Otherwise, it's a decent map. I like the atmosphere. I like the little river that's in the back. There are some high and low grounds that you can obviously take advantage of, but most people just take care of the bushes. So I mean, it really doesn't fucking matter if you have high or low ground when you can't see your fucking enemy. What other maps do we have? Oh, we have Rucka and Alpine. Now, I don't have a lot to say about these maps because I despise the game mode Fire. I absolutely despise it. I hate the concept of having to fill up a bomb with uranium, which is just fucking hard. Filling up a bomb with uranium, and then also it's just taking a steep like chunk and stab out of Warzone. Not to mention also I've never played Warzone on a controller before, and the fact that I had to play a Warzone is type battle mode while with a controller is unbelievably uncomfortable. Everything's really slow, my settings are off, the HUD is very cluttered in that game mode with all the uranium and your shield. Like they really need to fix that, and I don't like the spawn system either. That's another thing that I have to complain about. My keys for that game mode, because that was one of the first games I played on the PC with my keyboard and mouse, and my keys were so awkward. Like my R was to redeploy, I'm trying to think of what else. My spacebar didn't even like deploy my parachute. Really awkward. Really awkward. And I've even fixed that, and even then, I think I felt more at a disadvantage playing on keyboard and mouse in Dirty Bomb than any game mode, and I don't know why, given the fact that it's a Warzone-esque game mode, and Warzone is mostly meant for competitive PC players. So I really just was flabbergasted at that, and I'm not too happy about it. So I definitely won't be playing that game mode a lot. But as for the maps, I definitely think that will probably be the Warzone map if they are making a new Warzone map. They fit in quite well. And also whenever you're spawning in for the first time, you can see the whole layout of the map that you're playing in, and it looks exactly like Verdansk. So I don't know if Verdansk is just getting a like shower of snow over it, or they just use the Verdansk map as a little like layout for this beta, but they look the exact same to me. And overall, I mean, the maps look fantastic. I mean, great setting in the snow. It's pretty cool, but it's just the game is trash. I won't be playing it, so I don't have much to say. Then you have the combined arms game modes, which are trying to think. The boat map, which I can't think of off the top of my head, and the snowy map. The snowy map and the boat map are both fantastic maps. I've played the combined arms, and I love the bigger domination game mode. It's a really cool aspect of things, and I love the fact you have drivable vehicles and stuff like that. I have no complaints about those maps. Yes, it's hard to see people. Yes, but they're bigger maps. So I was expecting that. But what I wasn't expecting is that I think there's one more map that I'm missing that I can't think off the top of my head, so let me know in the comments below what map I missed. Now, good things I have to say about this game. Weapon balancing seems really well. I love the attachments that some of these weapons have for Black Ops 1 nostalgia feelings, and that was one of my favorite Call of Duties of all time. Every gun seems, like I said, really fair use. You kind of have to pick which weapon class is best for that map, mostly being SMGs. I do wonder why it takes so long to level up your weapon, but I'm sure that'll be fixed because I felt like I was on level 21 for like literally forever, and then once double XP hit, I was leveling it up a lot faster. So, other than that, I don't have any complaints about the weapons. I love the perk system. The perks really do stand out, and I love the wildcard system. I think that's amazing. I don't like the score streak system, however. I think the score streak system that they have implemented should actually be an option to change it from the old score streak system that you have in prior Call of Duties. Make that a wild card and change it like that. And I think that's all I really have to say. My last thing is, I know I'm sounding really negative and I'm critiquing a lot of things, and this mostly is my opinion. I'm obviously biased to my own opinion, so you guys can have your own. But the thing that I'm going to say about this is none of this really matters to me. And I'm going to tell you why. I am not a multiplayer person. I never have been. I've never grinded out for multiplayer except for Black Ops 3 and in a little bit of this year's Modern Warfare. I am not a multiplayer person. I'm not. It's not that I'm bad. It's not that I'm fantastic. I don't enjoy multiplayer. I really don't. And considering the fact that this is a Treyarch game, there's only one game mode that I truly care about, and that if you actually know me, you'll know what I'm gonna say. The only thing that matters in this game to me is none of this week's beta or the alpha matter at all to me. This is mostly just a distraction to pass the time waiting for the game's full release to come out so I can play the new map, Die Maschine. If that map doesn't do well, then I will come back and make a actual bad rant about this video, but that's what I'm really looking forward to. So really none of this matters. I just wanted to voice my own opinions and see what you guys think. But yeah, thank you for watching.